Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Night Fighters Diecast Reviews 2011. Now, as you can see in front of the computer screen, I've gone from having just the one 2011 diecast, which is Ryan Newman's number 39 on the left over there, which was the subject of the first diecast review episode, to 7. I got a box of 6 of them today from America, from Diecast Cars Now, the ever reliable Diecast Cars Now. And today I'll be aiming to do a marathon of 6 episodes in one day for each of the 6 cars I got in this box. This big thing there, completely blank the camera. I was tempted to do a what's in the box, but I decided to just reveal what was in the box and then review each car individually. Now, you're probably sitting there going, this idiot can't count because bar the Ryan Newman car there's only 5, you retard. Well, that's because the 6th is off screen at the moment and is the subject of the first of the reviews. Smart ass. And here it is. It's Kevin Harvick's number 29 Budweiser Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet. Let's get my glasses on. Right. Now, before we look at the car, I'm going to do something a little bit different and look at the box. You may be sitting there thinking, what on earth is he doing? He's normally the first to go, what the hell, why does anyone want to pay attention to the box? But you can obviously see it's much bigger than the normal Action Kid Series collectible diecast box. It's much bigger, and that's because, as you can see on there, despite the fact it is a Kid Series car, it has the Budweiser logos on it. Now, you probably already know, but for many years, some retards in America seem to believe that putting official alcohol sponsoring on toy cars seems to mean that anybody who looks at them will be an alcoholic, a raging alcoholic by age 14, which we know is a pile of stupidity anyway. But basically what it meant was we'd have the annoying scenario of excuse me, let me start that again. We would have the annoying scenario of waiting most of the year with the only car that you would be able to get that would have beer sponsorship on it would have really generic logos on it. Like, for example, this would have like Kevin on it or something, I don't know, something lame like that, or you know, something along those lines. But finally somebody at Action has had the light bulb moment and said, well, why don't we do 2 different versions of the same car? Why don't we do one with the generic logos and another essentially the same but with the beer logos on it, but with that stupid stand on it and a special box saying it's for adults only, no kids, blah blah blah. So they've finally done that, and hallelujah, because it means we can actually get a decent looking diecast without the horrible generic logos sometime before November, where we have to wait for the hood opening series to come out for that year, or if you were lucky. You know, that didn't even happen itself. But that's about the limit I'm going to talk about with the box. Still not much. There you can see the usual blah blah blah. This is an adult collectible, blah de blah. Drink responsibly, or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. That's about as much as I'm prepared to say on the box. So here's the car itself. Yeah, let's get the camera up. Let's have a look close up. As you can see, its main colours are black and red, which is a bit of a departure for both Kevin Harvick's cars and the Budweiser livery. I'll just spin it round, apologies for the... There's the front end, side, smaller logos down the side, and on the rear, grab some birds. I'd rather not, they do taste bad, but hey, it's beer, I'll drink it. Yeah, let's bring it back. Right, you heard me mention a moment ago that it's a bit of a departure, the paint scheme's a bit of a departure for both the car, the sponsor and the car, the number 29 car. Hang on, let me just lower it, there we go. I'm still fiddling around with how high the camera should be and so on and so forth. Basically what I mean by that is for a long time Kevin Harvick's car has been either, well, it was silver, the GM Goodwrench car, or for the last years it's been yellow and red in the Pennzoil livery. But since Pennzoil have buggered off to Kurt Busch's team, Budweiser have come on board. But it even looks different from what we've seen before on Budweiser cars, because for many years, as you can see there, Budweiser, there we go, focused in. The Budweiser livery has been on all red cars. Like, we all remember Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number 8 car for years and years. It was just red all over, pretty much. And even when it moved to Casey Kane's car, that was all red as well. And all of a sudden they've decided to do this slightly different black and red livery. Now, I wonder if the black is a tribute to Dale Earnhardt, because obviously he was the man in black. But it works quite well. It's a very striking livery. I have to. Well, no. Let me take that back. It's not a striking livery. It's a subtle livery, but it looks good. Most things look cool in black. Let's face it. I mean, I said it last week about Ryan Newman's car. That looks very good with the urban camo. This week I'll say pretty much the same thing. That the red goes really well. That the sort of blood red works really well with the black, and it's also not quite the same tone of red as the Bud logos. It's quite close though. And as you can see, just to fit with the whole theme, the numbers 29 are outlined in the same red. So it all works very well. There's the Budweiser logo in there. There's a couple more smaller sponsors on the bottom there. And as you say, there's a nice little slogan on the back, which people would have no problem adhering to, I'm sure. And basically all I've got to say on that one, I've basically made the point that I wanted to make, in that I'm very happy that somebody's finally had a bright idea with some common sense in it and let us buy the cars if we want to with the beer logos on them, if we don't have the intelligence of a cretinous fly and can actually deduce, you know, such things. But that's another rant. But anyway, it is good to see that they're finally letting us have the choice to buy cars with the beer logos on them, and the cars look good in that model, and in that respect it does look very nice. Preferably I would have preferred the Jimmy John's car, but that was already sold out on Diecast cars now before I could get it. In fact, a lot of cars are sold out on Diecast cars now. I mean, I don't know if they have lower stocks or limited editions this year, but they must be going quite quickly. Plus I have also turned up quite late to the party this year, so that probably explains a lot. But well, my rating for this car, it's the standard action build quality, so I don't need to discuss that with you. It's the same as any other action car, really. As for the paint scheme, I'd say 7. I'd say 7. It's good, but nothing hugely special. I mean, you may remember it in years to come, even if you're a hardcore Kevin Harvick fan. Will you remember it in years to come? Probably, maybe, possibly not. And it's not quite the signature, but well, it depends. It might stick around for a while, but it's not quite the signature Budweiser livery as we associated with Dale Jr. or so on and so forth. But it's a nice looking car either way. It's certainly not hideous. Now, that's my review done of Kevin Harvick's number 29 car. I have 5 more to go, and I'll be back with the next one very, very soon. Until then, stay safe, and drink responsibly, obviously.